Many people still believe that being overweight is just a minor issue, just a little less attractive appearance. Clothes fitting a bit tighter, the body feeling a bit heavier, and then they tell themselves that someday, when they have more time, more motivation, when it truly feels necessary, they will lose weight later. But the truth is, being overweight does not wait until you are ready. It does not wait for motivation. It does not care whether you are busy or exhausted. While you still think everything is fine, damage has already begun deep inside your body. The most dangerous thing about being overweight is not the number on the scale. It is the fact that most of the harm happens silently. No obvious pain, no immediate symptoms, no warning signs strong enough to make you stop and think. When the body stores too much fat, it does not stay only under the skin. Fat penetrates deeper, surrounding vital organs such as the heart, liver, pancreas, and kidneys. Organs that are meant to function with precision and balance are forced to operate under constant pressure, like a machine covered and overheated, wearing down faster day by day. The heart is one of the first organs to be affected. As body weight increases, the heart must work harder to pump blood throughout a larger body. This pressure does not last for days or weeks. It continues for months, even years. Over time, blood pressure rises, blood vessel walls thicken, and the risk of plaque buildup increases. What makes this frightening is that many people feel nothing at all. They continue living normally until one day chest pain appears or a cardiovascular event strikes without warning. At the same time, blood sugar regulation begins to break down. When excess fat accumulates, especially around the abdomen, cells become less responsive to insulin, the hormone that controls blood sugar. As a result, blood glucose levels rise, the pancreas works harder, and the body gradually loses its ability to regulate sugar properly. This is how type 2 diabetes develops. The danger lies in the fact that this process can take years with no clear symptoms, no pain, no obvious fatigue, just silent changes happening beneath the surface. The liver is another organ that suffers quietly. Being overweight allows fat to build up in the liver, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. In its early stages, it causes little to no discomfort, but over time, it can progress to inflammation, scarring, and even liver failure. Many people only discover the damage during routine checkups or when the condition has already become serious. What makes this even more concerning is that none of these problems occur in isolation. They are connected, feeding into one another and creating a downward spiral that affects the entire body. The human body is remarkably adaptable. It can endure stress for long periods without complaint. But endurance does not mean safety. It simply means the consequences are delayed. Every day you postpone taking care of your weight and health, your body pays the price through small, accumulating injuries. And eventually, when adaptation is no longer possible, problems that once seemed minor surface all at once. Being overweight does not destroy your health overnight. It does so slowly, quietly, but relentlessly. And that is exactly why it is far more dangerous than most people realize. After the silent damage begins inside the body, it does not stop at the heart, liver, or blood sugar. Being overweight continues to spread its impact to systems many people rarely think about, yet these systems play a crucial role in daily quality of life. One of the most visibly affected areas is the musculoskeletal system. As body weight increases, every step, every movement of standing up or sitting down places extra stress on the knees, hips, and spine. Joints that were designed to bear weight within certain limits are now forced to operate under constant overload. At first, this may feel like mild stiffness, brief aches, or joint discomfort in the morning. Over time, cartilage wears down, inflammation develops earlier, and mobility gradually declines. Many overweight individuals realize they can no longer move as freely as before, not because of age, but because their bodies have carried excessive weight for too long. As movement becomes more difficult, a dangerous cycle begins. Reduced activity leads to continued energy storage, further weight gain, and even greater pressure on the joints. The body becomes trapped by its own weight, making change increasingly difficult as time passes. But the impact of being overweight goes far beyond what can be seen or felt as pain. It deeply affects the endocrine system, which regulates nearly every function in the body. As fat mass increases, it no longer acts solely as energy storage. Fat tissue behaves like an active endocrine organ, releasing inflammatory substances that disrupt hormonal balance. These disruptions affect hunger signals, sleep patterns, mood, and the body's ability to recover. Many overweight individuals feel constantly tired, sluggish, and lacking energy, even without excessive physical effort. Sleep quality often declines, with frequent awakenings and difficulty reaching deep, restorative sleep. Part of this is due to the increased risk of sleep disordered breathing, which prevents the body from fully resting even after many hours in bed. Chronic poor sleep further disrupts appetite regulating hormones, making overeating more likely and self control more difficult. The brain is also affected. Research shows that chronic inflammation associated with excess weight can negatively impact brain function. Concentration weakens, memory becomes less sharp, and the risk of depression and anxiety increases. What makes this especially concerning is that these changes occur gradually, leading many people to attribute them to life stress or work pressure, without realizing their bodies are signaling deeper issues. Being overweight also weakens the immune system. When the body remains in a constant state of low-grade inflammation, its ability to fight illness declines. Infections become more frequent, recovery takes longer, and even minor illnesses can leave lasting effects. This is why overweight individuals often experience more complications when facing other health challenges. What makes all of this more alarming is that these effects do not occur in isolation. They overlap, reinforce, and amplify one another over time. Being overweight does not only burden the body physically, it slowly erodes mental well-being, confidence, and overall quality of life. Many people begin to withdraw, avoid physical activity, avoid social interaction, and gradually accept low energy and discomfort as normal. Life expectancy is affected in the same quiet way. Being overweight does not always lead to an immediate crisis. Instead, it increases the risk of multiple chronic conditions developing simultaneously, causing the body to age faster than it should. Years that could have been lived with strength, independence, and vitality are exchanged for fatigue, medications, and unnecessary limitations. What makes being overweight especially dangerous is how familiar it becomes. When a condition lasts long enough, people begin to accept it as normal. You grow used to being out of breath on stairs, used to feeling tired every day, used to a body that no longer feels the same. This familiarity removes urgency, allowing change to be postponed for another day, then another year. But the body does not forget. Every passing day leaves its mark. Small injuries continue to accumulate, quietly shaping your future health. And at some point, when the limits are exceeded, the body will force you to face consequences you once believed were far away. Most people do not realize that being overweight does not steal health suddenly. It takes it little by little, slowly and silently, until one day you look back and wonder how your body changed so much. There is one very important thing many people are never told. Your body never turns its back on you. No matter how long you have neglected it, no matter how many times you have postponed taking care of your health, your body is always ready to move in a better direction if you give it the chance. Being overweight is not a sentence. It does not define who you are, and it does not mean that it is too late. The real danger is not excess weight itself, but believing that you cannot change or thinking that every effort is pointless. The truth is, the human body has an incredible ability to recover. Even small adjustments can trigger positive changes. When weight decreases, even slightly, the heart works more easily. Blood pressure has a chance to stabilize. Blood sugar becomes easier to control. Joints experience less strain. Sleep gradually improves. Energy returns in ways many people have forgotten were possible. This does not require perfection. You do not need to change everything in one day. There is no need for extreme diets or punishing workouts. The most sustainable changes always begin with the simplest and most realistic steps. A more balanced meal, a bit of daily movement, a small habit practiced consistently. Consistency, not intensity, is what truly makes the difference. More importantly, taking care of your health should not come from hating your body. It should begin with respect. This body has carried you through every day and every year, enduring pressures you may not even realize. Choosing to care for it today is not a punishment. It is an act of gratitude. Many people wait until illness appears before they begin to change. But the truth is, you do not have to wait. You have the right to choose earlier, while you still have strength, while you still have time, while damage can still be reversed or better controlled. Health is not a destination. It is a lifelong process. There will be days when you do well and days when you fall short of your expectations. That is completely normal. What matters is that you do not give up and do not turn away from yourself. If there is one message that matters most in this entire story, it is this: your body remembers everything you do for it. Every small decision you make today contributes to your future health. No change is too small, and no effort is meaningless. Being overweight does not destroy your health simply because of weight. It becomes dangerous when you stop listening to your body, when you believe everything can be postponed. But the moment you choose to care, choose to act, even in the smallest way, the direction changes. Health is not something you trade away when you are young and try to buy back later when it is too late. It is the foundation for living fully each day, and the decision to protect that foundation is always in your hands, starting today. Before we begin, there is one important thing I want you to know. If you're watching this video, it means you already care about your health, and that alone is a meaningful step forward. Losing weight is not a battle against your body. It is not a punishment, and it is not about forcing yourself to be perfect. At its core, weight loss is an act of self-care. It is about helping your body feel lighter, healthier, and more energized for everyday
Mình làm
life.
được như thế à?
You may have tried many times before without
Thế
success. You may have started, stopped, and felt disappointed more than once. That does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you lack discipline. It simply means this journey is not easy, and you are human, just like everyone else. This video is not here to judge you. It is not meant to scare you, and it does not ask you to change everything overnight. Its purpose is simple: to help you understand your body better, so you can make healthier and more realistic choices for yourself. If you are here, give yourself a chance. Listen calmly. No pressure, because the most lasting changes always begin with understanding, not force. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. That alone shows you care about your health and your life. Remember, you do not need to be perfect. You only need to begin, even with the smallest step. Every step you take today, no matter how slow, matters far more than standing still. If this video has given you a new perspective, or even a small amount of motivation, consider it a gift you have given yourself. And if you found this content helpful, don't forget to follow the channel so we can continue this journey together in future videos about health and positive living. I wish you strength, patience, and kindness toward yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.